Hi guys, my name is Harvansh and thank you for watching my the other videos about the SSCM tutorial. So today's topic to discuss about the how synchronization work in SSCM. So before starting this video, I would like to recommend you have to watch the video how we can configure the WHUS and how we can add the software update point role. So let me start this video and I will show you the live in SSCM how you can do the synchronization and which logs we can check. So let me start this video. Here I have created a PPT to understand it well. So this is my the SSCM server, and from my the SSCM server I will be starting the synchronization. And here is the my the WHUS server where I have installed the WHUS, but in my the scenario in lab scenario I have installed SSCM and the WHUS on the same server. So how it will work, let's see. Here is a one SSCM server and here is one WHUS server, and here is the cloud from where the Microsoft update is hosted, and my the WSUS will reach out to Microsoft catalog, and from there it will get the patch. So let's see, once we click in the SSCM or to run the synchronization, so basically it will trigger a alert and it will send it to WSUS. Then the WSUS will reach out to the Microsoft cloud, that is a Microsoft catalog, you can say, to check the latest patch list. So when the WHS reach out to the Microsoft update catalog website, it will scan there, and if it is find out any of the missing patches which is not available in WHS, that it will download the metadata and it will keep it with the WHS. Then once the this synchronization done and the all the patches will be available in WSUS. Then again the SSCM will connect to the WSUS and it will ask whether the WSUS get the patches from catalog or not. If it is get the patches, then again SSCM will receive the patches from WSUS. So that's how the synchronization is working. After complete the synchronization, all the patches will reflect in our SSCM. After that, we can plan to deploy in the production or testing or anything. So this is the scenario for where we have the one WSUS and we don't have like a multiple WSUS. But let me explain you, if you have the more than one WSUS, like two or three WSUS. So if you are using a infra where two three WSUS are involved, so you need to use the concept upstream and downstream. So your main WSUS will be work as a upstream, and other WSUS will be a downstream for that WSUS server. So your upstream server will sync up with the Microsoft update site. It will get the patch list as a metadata. Then it will push it to your downstream WSUS. So that's how the synchronization working. So now let me show you the logs file here. So I'm going in SSCM. Here in SSCM, so here is already my WHS was synchronized, but I can show you if you are running the synchronization and how it will get the synchronized from the Microsoft side. So here is a button, it a synchronization software update. So just click here and it will show you the pop-up whether you want to run it or not. So let me run this, and after click this, you need to open the WSUS sync MGR log. WS sync MGR log. Okay, so this log will update now. As I explain you in the PPT, my SSCM will send a notification or it will trigger a alert to my WHUS. That WHUS will go to the Microsoft site and it will start downloading the patch. So before starting the synchronization or before sending the alert or trigger to WHS, it will search the which is the active WHUS in our infra. So it find out the WHS. This is the sscm.once.com. The active WHS is find out, and then it will update synchronization WSS default server is SSEM. So this is the name ssem.once.com where the my WSUS found. Then it will start. This is the path for the synchronization. So now synchronization started. Synchronizing WSUS server. Then sync starting. So synchronization is started. So it is a like a catalog and it's calculated categories proceed with the 20 of 20 items is the 100%. So now it's calculated how many patch it going to synchronize. So it calculated like a 20 patches which is going to be synchronized with the WSUS, and we need to wait when this process will complete. And now I can show you in the WSUS how it will start. So anyway, when you are using the SSEM, do not open the WSUS, but for the testing purpose, I can show you when we started synchronization from SSEM, then WSUS automatically it will start the synchronization. So let me open the WSUS and we'll see it's running or not. So let me open this. And if you seen it here, the synchronization 10% is completed. If you want to stop, you can stop it here, but from the SSEM you cannot stop the synchronization. Why? Because SSEM already trigger a alert that to WSS now you can start the synchronization, but if you did it start the synchronization in mid of that, you cannot stop it. If you want to stop it, you need to open WSUS and from there you can stop the synchronization. But let's see how much time it will take. Now it's completed 11%, and when it more than the 10%, then it will update the logs as well. So here you can see in it some logs are updated, and it's showing here um, synchronization proceed updated 42 out of 1500. So here initially it was calculated 20 patches, but when it sync up with the WSUS and WSUS given the update, there is a 1500 updates are available. And here it is showing the estimate time also, how much time it will take. It will take around the 34 minutes to complete the process, and there is a total patch is 1500. So let's see in the WSUS how much percentage is completed. It completed 14%, but here it's showing like a 2% only. But it will update, there will be a lag, some it will not match with the WSUS process. So this logs will update in a few of the second. You can see in it here. After complete this, my the SSEM will update with the latest patches. So let's see some few more logs came. It is like it proceeds 79 out of 1500. So 79 patches are updated and it completed the 5%. And the estimate time now 39%. So this estimate time will be changing based on the our patch size. So let me pause this video because or else it will be a very lengthy. Okay, so here it 7% is completed, and meanwhile I can show you the some other thing where we can check the software update setting. So let me go to the site, and here on site, let's open it. It's taking some time. So here go to the setting, and even you can go by the right click also, site configure and the software update point. So click here, and if you want to change any product setting, or you want to synchronize more, or if you want to reduce the patch, like I don't want the like update rollups or any other thing, so you can go in the setting and you can change the synchronization setting as well, and you can customize your own. Okay, so once you click there, then this window will open. Here is we are talking about the classification. So if this classification already setted when you are configuring your software update point role, if you want to change it, you can go and select any other types of patches. So in these all types of patches, I have explained it in my the last video. You can go back and watch that video, which type of patches, what is use of critical update, definition update, feature pack, security update. So you can go back and understand that which type of patches where we are using and why we are deploying in a production. So if you feel like any other types of window is added in your infra and that patches are not available, so you go here and in the Windows panel, this is the Windows, and you can select if any types of Windows flavor is missing, you can select it here, then you will be getting the patch there. So these are the things you can select it, like a Windows 200 1903 or this thing. Same way you can select it for the WSUS. This is a synchronization schedule. If you want to don't if you don't want to run it manually and you want to run it the automatically on a specific time, you can go here and you can schedule it like every day. If you select this every day, then in a day one time it will run the synchronization, but it will run it on when the server is free. But if you want to schedule it customized, then you can go here and you can schedule it customized, like a daily you want to run it and any specific time you want to run. You can select it non-production hour. You can go here and can change the time. So in the specific time, that synchronization automatically it will run. And here is a rule for the supersedence. Supersedence rule is work like when the new patches are released replaced with the old patches, then that patch will be superseded. So superseded after how long the supersedence will be moved to the expired patches, that setting you can change it from here. Like it can be keep 3 or 4 revisions or 5 revisions, you can keep it, but Microsoft recommended for the last 3 revisions, because if it is more than the 3 revisions, it will not be any useful. Till 3 revision it will be in a superseded mode, and you can deploy that superseded patch also if it is needed or if it is a part of the ongoing deployment. But Microsoft recommend not to deploy the superseded patch. Here is the language. If you want to change it after your WSUS configuration, then you can change it from here. This is the maximum runtime. If you want to change the maximum runtime for the patches, you can change it from here. But anyway, every patches are having their own runtime. You can change it from the your software library as well. So this is the WSS maintenance. If you want to decline the software update supersedence rule, or mm, you want to add on non-cluster inbox to the WSS, you can use it. So these are the features which you can modify after configuring your software update point role as well. So let's see the our log where it reached. It reached the 10%, and it's showing the estimate time 1 hour and 32 minutes. So we can wait till this will complete it, and if I can see in the WSS, it's showing me the 19%. So let me pause this video till that this will complete. But after this, the patches will shows here. After complete this process, my the all patches will be reflecting in all software update. After after the synchronization, you can create a software update group. You can download, create a deployment package, and you can deploy in a production. Hi guys. Okay, so let's resume it from here. Now I can see in it. Actually, it's taken almost 2 hours to synchronized, and but after the final and the moment it was stopped automatically. Yeah, yes, but we can see in it here that the patches start after the 79% it got stuck, and but we can see the other patches came here. So if you seen it here, the synchronization category is 0 out of 364. So these many patches are reflected to SCM. And here is what we can see in it, skip update. So where you can see in it the skip update, that means is already available in our SCM. So that part got skipped, and it will not add it to SCM. And if you seen it here, synchronization update, this is synchronizing the update, and it will add it to the SCM. So this patch you can see in it SCM. So finally if you go down, you can get the each and every patch details, um, like which patch is going to reflect in SCM or not. So let me go to the down, as it is a very big list here. And okay, so finally here is a outcome result. SMS synchronization update proceed for 557 patches. So it's giving the finally result how much patches was replicate to SCM. So SMS performance cleanup, this is the final task it done, and here you can see in it done synchronization SMS with the WSO server. So now finally the synchronization done, and our task is completed. So guys, in this video you have seen how we can synchronize the patches in WSUS, sorry, in SSCM from the WSUS and the Microsoft catalog site. So guys, thank you for watching this video, and I will be explaining in new video about the patches. If the patches are showing in super shaded, what is that meaning, and the green color and the others. If you want to see it in the console, you can go here and you can check the which patches are reflecting in SCM. So here you can see in it the now 257 patches are reflect here, and the other patches has not reflect. Why? Because I have not approved from the WHUS. Actually from here I need to approve it the patches, then it will reflect in the SCM. So for the testing purpose, I thought it's enough to show you guys. And but if you want to do some more R&D, you can do. And if you have any concerns, you can just let me know. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you soon in my next video.